Morning all. As I'm coming into the studio this morning, fall is definitely upon us. The squirrels are out there busy gathering up all of the nuts and stuff for winter, and the leaves are definitely changing rapidly. And I'm feeling maybe a little bit of a pull towards some change perhaps. I don't know if it's because it's fall or if it's just because I have been working on this tree series for a little while. So I have all of these white pine leaf prints, white pine needle prints. Anyways, I have them spread out here all over my desk, and I want to get them, or my work surface, I want to get them cleaned up, but I'm thinking about switching gears ever so slightly. So let me kind of gather up a few things, and then maybe I'll explain what I'm thinking of doing in this week's video. But just in case you're new around here, here's a quick introduction. Hi there, I'm Stacy, the encaustic mixed media artist behind Studio Stacy. Encaustic literally means to burn in. So I paint with beeswax and a torch, and because it's mixed media, pretty much anything else I can get my hands on. If you're new around here, welcome. If you're a returning viewer, welcome back. Consider subscribing and joining this artsy community. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button, which helps me get introduced to more like-minded artsy folks like yourself. All right, I've taken out two kind of stacks of papers, if you will. These are all of the leaf prints. Some of them I've already cut up and used. Some of them are like the sycamore and the white pine and American beech. Those three I haven't used yet, but I've pulled everything out there. And then this pile is the pile of mixed media papers that I put underneath to kind of protect my surface from when I was doing the watercolor on the leaves. So this is the thicker mixed media. These are all of the leaf prints on the various different rice papers. In case you missed the leaf printing watercolor video, here it is here that you can go and check out after you finish watching this one if you're interested. And my plan for the mixed media papers is to make some sketchbooks out of them. And I have two different kinds of sketchbooks in mind. One is the accordion or concertina sketchbook. And then the other one is, I think it's called the panorama, the pamphlet, something like that. I'll put that in here, and I will make sure to link both websites that I'm using for directions on both of these down there below in the description One is from Jane Davies, and I can't remember where the concertina one is from, but I will make sure I link both of them down there below in the description so you can check them out if you're interested in making your own sketchbook out of basically one piece of paper, and that's what I want to do with these. And let me flip the camera around here. All right, and this mixed media paper has stuff on both sides, so I want to attempt to use both sides of it. I think I can do that with both styles of sketchbooks. And then with this rice paper stack, what I want to do is sort through it. Like, this is just, you know, a bit of a hot mess. So this is not something I would probably embed into a painting, although you could. It wouldn't be like a horrible background, but I think I might keep this, kind of put it aside to use elsewhere. So I just kind of want to sort through this stack. And some of these papers, like this is a really cool leaf print, but it's thicker paper. So I'm not sure I'm going to use it to embed in the particular backgrounds that I'm embedding in, even though these leaf prints came out really nice. I think I'm going to save it for something else. I'm just going to sort through it and go from there. And just to be clear, I still have 3 large paintings to do using these leaf prints: the sycamore, the white pine, and the American beech. So any thinner papers with the leaves printed on them that I think came out really nice, I'm going to put the entire piece aside until I get those paintings done. Some of these others definitely have already tree leaves cut out, like the pawpaw and the tulip poplar, but I might still put those thinner papers aside to use maybe down the road in the future with something. I'm not sure. I'm just kind of sort through these just to figure out what ones I definitely want to use as backgrounds in paintings and what ones are probably not going to get used. Papers are sorted, and the ones I don't want to use for this are put away. And I thought I would go over the supplies real quick, which is a cutting mat, an X-Acto knife, a metal ruler so I can cut against it, and some score tape, which is heat resistant, so it allows me to use that with the encaustic wax and the heat gun and or torch. And while I'm kind of setting these journals up, I thought I would have a quick conversation with you. All right, thought I would sit down and have a brief conversation with you about kind of my purpose behind these, or what I'm thinking behind these. So I do want to continue on with the other 3 paintings, the white pine, the sycamore, and the American beech, and kind of get those paintings done. Maybe in the next couple weeks, perhaps. I'm not 100% sure. I'm just going to go based on how I'm feeling. And today I was feeling like doing something kind of, I don't know, simple, not really thinking too much about painting. And I think I want to kind of continue that in a way throughout the winter months this winter. We'll see. I can always change my mind. But what I'm thinking is, gosh, it's probably been at least 3 years, maybe 2, no, definitely at least 3 years. I took an online encaustic course called Painting with Fire, and it's a year-long encaustic course. Actually, I think I did it 2 years in a row, but it's definitely been at least 3 years since I've done it. And I've actually mentioned that class to a couple of you. I think it's highly worth taking if you're interested in it. It's a whole mix of teachers. I don't know if there's 27 teachers, or I think it probably depends on the year, but at any rate, it's 52 weeks of encaustic lessons, and each teacher brings their own kind of creative energy and their own lesson to the class. Some of them are a little bit more basic, some of them are more advanced, but the last year I took it, I barely did any of the classes. So what I was thinking is to go back and kind of just have a play with some of the things over this winter. Obviously, I'm not going to take 52 weeks to do this, but I think it will be interesting just to take a few of the lessons, maybe mash a couple of them together, and perhaps put my own twist on it. And I thought making a sketchbook might be a good way to do that. Also, using up some of the papers that I didn't want to throw away and things like that. So that's my thought process behind these sketchbooks. And I am hoping to film some of that process. Obviously, I don't want to give away any of the lessons or any of the teachings that some of these teachers have taught, because it is a paid for class. I'm thinking, I hope, I haven't even checked, I still have access to it. I think it's lifetime access, but I don't even know actually. I probably should double check that. Probably should have double checked that before I made these sketchbooks. But at any rate, if I don't have access to it anymore, then I'll do something else with these sketchbooks. But that's the thought process behind making these. And because I wanted to get in here today, but didn't feel like starting another big painting, I thought this would be a good thing to do. And I was thinking about treating this a little like the 100-day project, and a little bit like the mini explorations that I did many years ago. Just kind of taking, perhaps not every single day creating something, but just doing like a quick little experiment on these pages. So not, obviously not a full-blown painting, it's a sketchbook. But I don't know, hopefully you're interested in something like that. I'm hoping that you are, and wanting to follow along on this. So stay tuned, we'll see how this goes. All right, I thought I'd do a quick flip through here, and then I'm gonna talk to you face to face. But this is the accordion, or the concertina, I think that's how you say it. Anyways, this is that book, and quick flip through. And I use this it's just a regular rice kind of paper with score tape to adhere the pieces together, in case you've missed that in the time lapse. But I just took a piece of rice paper and put it in between the different pages that got ripped apart. Like here's another one on that side. There you go, book number 1. All right, and then this is the first book, and this I think is actually meant to sit more upright, but I'll flip through it this way and then show you it upright. And this is plainer paper, obviously, as you can see. As a matter of fact, the back side is blank, so I'm definitely going to want to do something with that. Obviously going to want to do something with all of these pages, but definitely the back side of this one, because as you can tell, it is blank. And then if we go this way, it's a little harder to flip through, but let me stand it up for you. All right, here it is standing up. So you can see it's kind of like little windows, if you will. They're pretty cool. I'm not sure if this is going to be the best use of this paper, but thought I would make 2 and kind of see. But then let me flip this around. All right, here it is from the back side. And like I said, it's very plain on the back side. So I don't know if I'll use the back side for anything or not. Time will tell. I may also make covers for these, front and back covers, but for now, I think I'm just gonna leave them because they're gonna be easier, I think, possibly to work in without covers. So we're gonna remain like this for right now. All right, I'm gonna clean up this mess real quick because we have another Harvest Host guest coming in later this evening, and I like to kind of have my workspace a little bit cleared off unless I'm right in the middle of a painting or something. That way I can kind of pull out supplies and walk them through the encaustic process if they're interested. So anyways, I'm gonna get this workspace kind of cleaned up and at least the larger papers and things like that put away. All right, all, I think I'm probably gonna let you go here for this one unless for some reason I pick back up one of those sketchbooks and do something in it. But I think the next video, I'm hoping to get back to some of the big paintings and try to finish up a couple, maybe just one in the next video. But anyways, stay tuned for that. Hopefully you did like this one. I know it's probably kind of short and sweet. I haven't started editing it, but who knows. If you did like it, please give it a thumbs up. Consider subscribing. We've got more encaustic painting videos coming your way. I am going to try to remember to link everything down below that I talked about. And yeah, we'll see you on the next one. Thank you guys so very much. Bye for now.